Sometimes being an adult means making hard choices. Am I wrong for considering telling my boss about her husband's suspicious behavior? I'm a college student working part-time as a nanny for a family with 2 young kids. My schedule is pretty straightforward. I go to classes during the day, then pick the kids up from school and stay with them until around 8 p.m., making sure they've had dinner, done their homework, and are ready for bed. The mom I work for is great. She's friendly, understanding, and treats me really well. The dad, though? He's super standoffish. He barely acknowledges me when he's around, and I always feel this awkward tension when we're in the same room. A few days ago, something strange happened, and I'm not sure what to do about it. The mom called me during the day, knowing I was out of class early, and asked if I could stop by the house to grab some paperwork she'd left on the kitchen table. She had an important meeting and couldn't swing by herself, so I agreed to help out. When I got there, I noticed the dad's car in the driveway, along with a red Honda that I'd never seen before. It seemed odd, but I didn't think too much of it at first. As I walked into the house, I heard loud banging and rustling noises coming from upstairs. It definitely didn't sound like someone just hanging out or working from home. I called out to let the dad know I was there, and his response sounded off. His voice was shaky, almost like he'd been caught off guard. I quickly grabbed the paperwork and was about to leave when, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a woman I didn't recognize sneak out the back door and into the red Honda. She was straightening her clothes as she walked, clearly in a rush to leave. My stomach dropped, and I felt like I had walked into something I wasn't supposed to see. Now, I'm torn about what to do. Part of me feels like I should tell the mom what I saw, or at least casually mention that the dad was home with a red car in the driveway while she was at work. I can't help but feel like something shady was going on, and I'd hate for her to be in the dark about her husband's behavior if there's something more to it. On the other hand, I don't want to get involved in their marriage or make assumptions. I didn't actually see anything explicitly wrong, just a weird situation that felt suspicious. What if it's nothing, and I end up causing unnecessary drama? There are definite pros and cons to both telling the mom about what I saw and staying quiet, and that's what's making this decision so tough. On the one hand, if I tell her, I'd be honest and transparent, which might give her a fuller picture of what's going on in her own home. Given how well we get along, I feel a sense of loyalty to her, and part of me thinks she deserves to know. There's also the chance that if something shady is happening, telling her now could stop any potential damage before it gets worse. I would have peace of mind knowing I wasn't keeping anything from her, and even if this situation turns out to be innocent, it might clear up any future suspicions on her end. But on the flip side, telling her could cause serious issues, including jeopardizing my job. If the dad finds out I told her, or if she doesn't take it well, there's a chance I could lose this job, which I depend on while going to college. Plus, there's the risk that I could damage their marriage. I might be reading too much into what I saw, and I don't want to create unnecessary conflict between them if it turns out to be nothing. Also, it could make things incredibly awkward between me and the dad, especially since he's already so distant. And that would be hard to deal with while working in their home. And let's not forget the impact this could have on the kids. If their parents start having problems because of what I say, I'd feel responsible if it affected the children negatively. On the other hand, if I decide to keep this to myself, I avoid all that drama and tension. I wouldn't be stirring the pot or causing issues in their relationship that could backfire on me. Staying quiet protects my job and keeps things as they are, without getting involved in personal matters that might not even concern me. I also wouldn't have to deal with the emotional stress of being the one who drops this bombshell on their family. But then there's the guilt. If something really is going on, I'd feel terrible for not saying anything and potentially betraying the mom's trust. If she ever finds out I knew and didn't tell her, I could lose that relationship anyway. Plus, by staying quiet, I might be allowing the dad to get away with something hurtful, and the weight of that could stay with me. So, I'm stuck between protecting my job and their privacy versus being honest and transparent. I genuinely don't know what the right move is. So, am I wrong for thinking about telling the mom what I saw? Should I just casually mention it in conversation or leave it alone entirely? I feel stuck.